Thanks, Mike. I spit my gum out, so I'm not annoying. Hey, I'm Kit.
And I'm Cade.
And we're real people
Doing real reviews.
doing a recap.
Yes. Thank you guys for watching. We have made it to the end of season 2.
Yeah.
The top 13 horror films from 2024. And we are going to go over the highlights of the season and what we've learned and what we've taken away from each of the movies.
Yes.
And then we thought we'd give you our top 3 picks from 2024.
Sounds good. Okay, should we start bottom up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Start from the bottom.
Okay, Immaculate
was number 13.
What's the standout from Immaculate?
I'm going to say her giving birth to the baby.
Yeah, you like that?
Well, I mean, she screams for like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
In the movie. So.
Super believable. Yeah.
And like the camera's like here.
My first thought when I think of Immaculate is great actress. Just great actress.
She was good.
We started off so strong with that film. Okay. Then Strange Darling.
I liked the chopping and splicing of the movie.
Yeah, I was gonna say creative.
Way to tell the story.
Yeah, creative storytelling.
Yeah.
Okay.
As well as it like wasn't predictable, which I loved because most movies are kind of predictable these days.
Yeah, it got us off our like perspective and point of view, which showed us how easily it is to manipulate your audience, which I liked.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great.
Humane,
I thought it was a creative storyline, kind of like real world today could happen.
Yeah. I thought it was scary in Canada. Just thought it was like, I like that it was Canadian based, and I felt like it was scary. I was scared. Yeah.
Okay.
I saw the TV glow.
Not memorable.
Interesting use of visual effects and interesting edit. They did it with like a MTV type of edit, and so that's my standout.
Okay.
Oddity.
The jump scares. I was scared.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah.
Great use of creature and ceremony and ghost and mental hospital and serial killer. There's like a lot with it. So I was like, oh, interesting that all made it into this film and it didn't take from one thing from another.
Yeah, still made sense of the story for the most part.
Milk and cereal.
Great story, low budget.
Yeah, stayed with me. Would like to see more from those filmmakers.
Absolutely.
Late Night with the Devil.
No, Coffee Table.
Oh, sorry. Coffee. Look, I tried to skip it because it was awful.
Yeah, what about that one for you?
It was awful, and I don't want to talk about it. Awful. In like it breaks your heart, and also was, I think, my highest rating. Yep, it was my highest rating. What about
you? Great story for that one. I think that ties in line with the movie that we saw at CAF, A Mother's Embrace. Kind of the same kind of storyline. Very great. Yeah.
Friggin' filmmakers, they know how to do genre.
Great acting.
They do.
Yeah.
I don't even need half the story, and I am terrified.
I'm into it.
Yeah. Okay. Now, Late Night with the Devil. Lame.
Yeah. It seen better.
All right. Red Room.
I thought, for me, it was an interesting kind of take on current kind of crime court case followings and how someone interacts with that.
It was my lowest rating. I did not like the concept, characters, acting, or concept.
I think, yeah. Okay.
Not for me.
Well,
Substance.
substance. Yeah.
What's your first thought when you think of substance?
I keep thinking of him eating those shrimp and like that sound, which is gross.
Yeah. Really great auditory film and great visual film and great use of different mediums with that film. Incredible creature feature, relevant.
Interesting
It
storyline.
had something to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely had something to say. Loved it. And many people affected by that film.
Yeah.
And so great. In a Violent Nature. Long Walks in the Woods.
Long walks in the woods.
Uh-huh.
Interesting kills.
Yeah, creative. Interesting kills, yeah.
And a storyline that like every small town has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Folklore
Yeah.
style. Yeah, very cool. Nosferatu.
Nap worthy.
High budget Dracula.
Yeah. You don't need, what is that? Is that the one where like you didn't need to see the beginning?
The end. What do you mean?
Just, pass.
And to pass. And then the number one, which was Longlegs. First thought.
Longlegs, I would say
Creepy.
creepy.
Mm.
But creepy in a way that I couldn't look away. It was like a train wreck, but like a pretty train wreck.
And we're like, what's going on there?
Yeah.
Yeah. You definitely are captivated in how creepy it is, which is signs of a really great storyteller. So
For sure.
Great job to those filmmakers, for sure. Okay. Now our personal list is not the same as the top 13 list. So go ahead.
So we will only do the top three picks from Cade Kit.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll start with number 3, which is Oddity from us.
Yeah, you gave it
I gave it a 9.
I gave it a 7.
And for me, I think it definitely hits genre in the sense of I was scared. It had all of these kind of aspects of a horror movie that I was looking for. Story made sense. Really liked it. I would say it's probably the scariest movie of the top 13.
It's scary, yeah. It's definitely, yeah, as far as like jump scares and
Like watching it alone, I feel like
no,
that would
want to
be
do that. Oh, I just got shivers thinking we're watching it alone. Don't watch it alone.
Yeah.
Come sit with us. That's
Yeah.
not
So I'd say that definitely easily made my top 3.
Yeah, the location was so great for this film. I thought that was so great for us, for people who live in North America, getting to watch somebody that's, on in Europe, and just thought that was a great use. And I also like that about Immaculate, but I thought Oddity was so great with that. Also quite believable that the antiques would have hosts in them and, kind of have ritual based around it. And so, yeah, I thought that was really great. It was a 7 for me, but it was, I agree that it was, as far as when you're looking for genre, it hit for me. Okay, our number 2 pick.
Number 2, In a Violent Nature. And for me, I rated it an 8, and you
did too. Yeah.
All right, we both rated it an 8.
Yep.
Very creative. Very cool kills in the movie, as well as I feel like it's up there with like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, kind of this like cult following, scary, kind of creepy movie that leaves you wanting more. And I think that we may see more a second or even a full kind of slew of them.
Oh, that would be so great. Yeah.
3, 4, 5, and 6, maybe.
Maybe. I agree with you. I felt like it was. I love folklore. I love a story you would tell around a campfire. Love a cabin in the woods. Thought the villain was interesting and thought it was just well thought out. filmed, the areas that they spent money, which wasn't much, was worthwhile, and the areas that you didn't notice, and I thought that was really great.
I also thought that, while some of the scenes probably, like, if we were getting technical, could get tighter with, like, sound to voices and, like, the acting there, but didn't necessarily pull you out of it, as well as you didn't need a star cast because it's a small town, so, like,
Unknown.
unknown, new talent. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, great film. That definitely our number 2. Okay, which makes our highest?
Yes, our highest rating, as well as I think that we've actually, our top 2 picks, we did actually review in season 1,
Mhm.
oddly enough,
Yeah.
as they were coming out.
Mhm.
So if you have been following along, obviously you already know what our number 1 pick is,
Mhm.
and probably why. And I'm gonna continue to drag this out for drama.
It's the substance, the substance. So you rated it a 9.
I rated it a 9.
Yes, and, I rated it an 8, and, it's for so many reasons why this film was so
Yeah.
relevant and creative, but I think what it was for me at the most, at the core, is a creature feature that mattered, and it wasn't a werewolf, it wasn't a creature that we know about, it was our internal creature, that dark side of who we are, and so
Yeah.
I just thought, gosh, let's explore this in genre. What an important way to kind of describe it and to do it. And I just thought they did an amazing job.
Yeah, as well as, as we've been traveling, as we've been kinda going around, we've been getting different kind of reviews of it. We have people that love it. They love the symbolism. They love the meaning behind it. They found new meanings behind it.
They
Uh,
connected personally with it.
yeah.
Fine.
And then we have other people that are like, "No, didn't get the ending."
Yeah, weird. What happened there? They
Yeah.
lost track, and we were like, no, they didn't. Oh,
So,
well, but cool. It's cool to hear other people's perspective, but those are definitely
yeah,
our top three
our
for
top 3 for
this list, 2024. We were talking about how different all of these films are under the umbrella of horror films or genre films, and how really no two were alike. And it really explored a gamut of all of the different types of horror films. So that was really
yeah.
cool.
What did
Mm.
you with that, what is your takeaway, or what did you learn from this season of the top 13?
I think I have expectations on the word horror, and that was really revealed to me. I was like, this is not,
I wonder if we
hmm,
are able to say that word better. I
I'm working on
still
it.
I still have to really focus
Horror.
horror. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I definitely have expectations on what I like to see. There are areas of dramacy or storytelling that I think if they are too soft in its approach, if they lean away from a practical effect, if they lean away from what is um dangerous, or they skirt around a topic, I immediately give lost points on it. And I really feel that something that I lean towards is it's still incredibly important to have character development when it comes to genre. Gore is not enough. A villain is not enough. We need to care about them and know about them and get captivated by it. So yeah, so I thought that that was definitely something that stood out to me, because I feel like I maybe before this list would be like, well, storytelling is the most important, but the storytelling, and I'll use Milk and Cereal as an example, amazing. Very creepy, well thought out, great storytelling pulled from personal experiences on what they do in their day-to-day life, which they are YouTubers, and then went a step further, used good, but because of the quality and because they didn't explore some of the characters, I was like, "Oh, no." And so I was like, "Oh, that's really revealing of me as a, so as an audience member and as a reviewer, that I was like, "Oh, I guess story is not enough for me. I have to care about the characters, and I have to feel like the sound, visual mediums, everything is aligning." Yeah, I think I was more critical than I thought. And it was definitely revealed through even if you look at our numbers. And so, yeah. What about you?
I would say for me, I think and I think other people can relate to, and we've talked about it before. I came into this season. I am not a scary movie watcher
Mm-hmm.
because I don't like to be scared.
Mm-hmm.
However, learning through season 2, it's more than just a scary movie. There's sci-fi, you're exploring topics that are hard to talk about. There's body horror, there's
Mm-hmm.
all sorts of different creature features. There's different kind of levels within that. Um the just there's so much within the genre that really this list of the top 13 really spans quite a variety of film,
Mm-hmm.
that I wouldn't necessarily put it in the same box, which I guess we shouldn't do, but
Mm-hmm.
crazy enough, they're all lumped into genre films
Mm-hmm.
and made the list. With that, I think that I can see actually on this list that why Longlegs made number one uh, on this list, because if you kind of go back through and listen to them in the opposite order, realistically, Longlegs kind of encompasses everything that we learned through the earlier films and kind of combined it into the singular one. So I think whoever or the team that put this list together, clearly they were looking for a specific thing,
Mm-hmm.
and it was curated through this list.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting too that we found out like what scared you and what scared me. Like,
Two totally different things.
yeah, which you would think, oh, it's a cabin on the woods slasher movie. It'll be scary because of this and that reason, but
Yeah.
yeah, very different things made you like, like that's oh, I don't like that. Huh. And then there would be things where I'd be like, I
Yeah.
can't. That's a no for me. That was too far. I can't. That's scary and gross, and I don't. No, I feel lightheaded. No, different. And so it's cool to kind of, I guess, like go through that in a full experience and like kind of challenge yourself to what your experiences are and in conversation and comparison with the people that you like love or respect and when you talk about cinema. One of my favorite things about when you go to a movie, and we just did this the other day, was we went to a movie with a group of people. Like for me, it's the conversation after. Like, what did you like? What didn't you like? Why did you like that? What was it about that made you this and that? Because I didn't even notice that. So why did that affect you so much and not me? And that's, I think, part of the very cool human experience that we get to have as, cinema goers. And so, yeah.
Did you feel kind of going through this season as we obviously started, and then kind of as we move to our final episodes? Um, I found it a challenge that to not be too critical, or to compare stuff that we saw earlier versus the movie that we were reviewing then. It became kind of a challenge for me. Did you have that same kind of problem?
I
Issue?
It's not an issue. I just was critical.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely revealed that I'm quite harsh in the way that I look at cinema. And I think that it mostly was based around why wasn't more time spent on character development or
Mm.
what they're trying to say in that storytelling. I needed more depth from it. That's why I think when I look at, I'll use it in Violent Nature, which is a folklore guy walking through the woods killing campers because somebody interrupted his altar that had something to do with his mom, and then it got discovered and he went back to normal. So it doesn't sound like, okay, that's the story. But because of how they explored it, I was like, oh, I care about the campers. I care about what is happening. It's interesting to me that these are the choices that this folklore character would have to murder, and
Mhm.
why murder, and why look be this type of thing. Because in the beginning, it's not obvious that it's folklore.
Yeah.
Yeah, or that it's a, kind of being from beyond. It's not. It looks like a guy. that's going through some stuff. And you're like, oh, that's not good. Mental health issues there. Okay. No, that's not what's happening. And so I think I love that they went somewhere with that character because I was like, okay, why they go there? So in alternatively with Longlegs, it was a man worshiping Satan ritual, believe maybe he was a part of Satan and that dark demonic thing. And I was like, how come? Why did he think that? Where did that? He's very creepy about like, where did that? You just spend enough time reading demonic books that you're like, I have that. Like, that happened. And I didn't feel that way about this other one. So yeah, I think that's what made me critical was I was like, if I were to, how much do I believe in this story, even if it is so fantastical? Can I get myself there? For me, yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I don't think I compared. I think that I was just more like, because we spend so many hours watching cinema.
Lots of time watching movies, everyone.
Yes, we do. But when we don't feel like that love, effort, energy was translating through. I'm not saying that the filmmaker didn't put it in. We don't know that side.
Yeah.
But when it didn't translate through to us, I was like, why did I?
I mean, I did feel kind of guilty taking a nap sometimes and then having to do a review.
And be like, well, that was not.
Yeah. So it's also fascinating just in the sense of how, like, if on a technical level, we look at how much these films cost to make in the full list. And we have films that, cost a camera, basically.
Yeah.
To, multi-million-dollar kind of budgets, A-lister casts, and, you see a wide variety between all of them. And it's interesting in the sense that some of them land and some of them don't, and they still rank up against each other.
Yeah.
Quite well.
It makes me interested to go to Tribeca, which we haven't gone to Tribeca Film Festival because they allow that. There's no minimum maximum budget. So you could have like a J-Lo movie that was like, yeah, however many hundreds of millions to make. I don't know. And then you could have like In a Violent Nature, which was like 250,000 Canadian.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they'd be at the same festival and I'd be like, oh, do we get accustomed to a certain type of price point? But in like ourselves, like, and we noticed this here, okay, that didn't affect how much we liked a film.
True.
It wasn't the expense. It wasn't even that we loved an A-lister. It was these other metrics that really stood out to us, and that's what mattered more to us.
Absolutely.
And I would argue that it's across the board with most people. I would say that most people would rather, yes, they'll have a love for an actor, because they believe that actor can deliver a story. And so I don't think that it is always a price point. Longlegs was only 10 million with Nicolas Cage. So think Nicolas Cage's retainers, what, 2-3 million he produced on it. So maybe that's how he made room on it. So $7 million, camera crew, small town. It's like a reasonable budget. I think it made 120 million if I look into it.
That's Kit.
Math. And to some me. And so that's obviously more than 10x, so it's really great. But when I think about it, I'm like, would that have needed any more money? No. Could it even use less money? Maybe. But they did a wonderful job with wardrobe, and that probably had to be curated because it's all era, right? Era pieces wardrobes that maybe took up more. I don't know the breakdown, but for me, I'm like, yeah, there's no need for that to cost more. Could that have been made by the same filmmaker that did In a Violent Nature for 250,000 if we just took out the A-lister? I would be curious.
Yeah.
I would be curious for the storytelling. So yeah, it definitely brings up interesting aspects of like what stands out to us.
Well, and then also to the people making the movie. There's, first timers. There's people that have been in the industry for quite a long time. So I learned so much from this season. I hope everyone else did. I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah. Thanks for coming along with us. Our third season will be very different. We're excited to share that with you, to be revealed. I'm Kit.
And I'm Cade.
And we're real people
doing real reviews.
See you next time.
Bye, guys.